What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap. Traded one stock today, but the big thing today, the lesson in today's video recap is really how to manage risk. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Do me one quick favor as I grab my gap scanner here so we can go over today's gappers. Smash that like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you're alerted every single time I upload a video. Now, if I can only get my gap scanner here to cooperate, there we go. Let's go ahead and hit this to historical. Okay, I already did that because I actually pre-shot this earlier without clicking the record button. That's right. So help me out here for the extra effort and smash that like button. Now, this morning we had GNPX up 252%. We had NVAX up 70%, all on good volume. 4 million shares, 5 million shares. This is a 13 million share float, 26 million share float. VIVE was also up 40%, 2 million shares, 830K float. So that was a real low float. I actually thought that was going to make a nice move. And not only did we have some nice gappers, but we also had some real clean patterns in the pre-market. Let me show you these right now. Let's go to GNPX first. And let me show you GNPX action. So here is GNPX in, well, this is obviously market hours. Let's scroll back a little bit here to the pre-market, 8 a.m. Real nice push. It pulled back, pushed, sideways consolidation here. Pushed again, sideways consolidation, quick dip at the bell as expected, and then push. And then it pushed, and then it pulled back, okay? But then, after this pullback here, first of all, this pullback here was kind of harsh, right? Because we're up here at 164, and we came all the way down. If we can get rid of this box. Any second now. All the way down here to 122 from 165. So that's kind of harsh. Okay, it's not the cleanest. It's pretty bearish. It's almost like a bear trap. And then we kind of start making a bear flag. And then it squeezes them out, gets halted right here at 157, and then presumes to just chop around up here before it pulls back hard. And then we basically do the same action we had here, pull it in, try to hold this VWAP area, pull in, get halted. And it's just very, very choppy. That's GNPX. Now, NVAX was somewhat similar. Let's go ahead and scroll back into pre-market. This was Friday after hours. We see we're here in the $6 area, and we hit a high today of over $10 in pre-market. So we had, a nice push, little sideways consolidation here, push, some sideways choppiness, and then kind of like a little wave pattern here before going up testing high day. So a decent little clean pullback. These must be just false prints on the chart. And then, after the bell rang, all I did was just like pull in real hard. And I was looking for it to hold a certain area on the daily. Let me show you that area here real quick. So I was looking for it to hold. Let's go here. You see this top right here, this top right here, this top right here. And let's go again. These two tops, that's two tops, third, fourth, and fifth. All those areas coincide with this 787, 790, and 840 area. So it's kind of like a little channel. I was watching for it to hold that area, okay, on NVAX. And as we see here, NVAX pulls in the morning and starts to hold right above that area at $8. And we get this action. Boom, rejects VWAP, pulls it in, holds the area again, starts to form a double bottom, pushes up, holds the area again, and then we dump. I traded this double bottom NVAX setup here, but I managed my risk carefully on it. And that's what I really want to go over. It's a red trade, and I do have it live recorded, okay, as usual. But I could have taken a pretty nasty loss. Instead, I managed my risk via two factors. One was I took a starter position, or what's also known as a feeler position, meaning it's not my full-size position that I want to have on the trade. And second, I used this 90 MA as a support area. Okay, and once we cracked that support area, I fully expected it to make a new low of day, and I wanted no part of it. So initially, when I entered the trade, I had to stop at the low of day. As the trade started to progress and the 90 EMA started to creep up, my stop also started to creep up along with the 90 EMA. My stop was no longer the low of day. My stop at one point was the 90 EMA. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you this recording. But before we do, you know what? Let me show you Vive, VIVE. That also had an interesting pre-market action and a decent looking setup. If I can get the chart, here we go. I don't understand why my computer, lately it's been getting stuck like this. So as you see here, VIVE, real nice push off of $1 all the way up here to $1.50. That's a nice move. And then it just started to bounce around here. Then when the bell rang, this is the action we got. $1.25, $1.50, and then fade. Just so choppy, so choppy. I had high hopes in pre-market, but it just didn't pan out that way. So here's my trade. And as you see, I'm in just 200 shares. So that's the first way I'm mitigating my risk here by just taking that feeler position. And I was going to add another 400 shares if we broke VWAP on an increase in volume. Looking to take profits off as we broke high a day and the push to $10, which is the pre-market highs. So that was my plan. With 600 shares, I was looking to make a real good profit here with my initial risk just being $100, because when I'm in here, less than 100 really. I'm in here at 848 and my stop was 810. So just underneath 810. So I had very tight risk in the sense that, yes, from 48 cents to 10 cents, 848 to 810. However, my share size was mitigating that. I'm not going to take that with 1,000 shares and put a $500 risk on the table, even though the potential upside here is upwards of $1,000, right? With 1,000 shares easily. I'm not going to do that because the trade hasn't triggered. The trigger on the trade for me here is a double bottom break over VWAP with volume to a push to test those pre-market highs as my second target. My first target will be the high a day break, which stood at that point at $9.22. Okay, as you see here, $9.22 was the high, and I'm looking for that break. So initially here, I'm risking $80, adding over VWAP. At that point, obviously my risk or my stop goes back up. So my dollar amount risk is going to be about the same, right? Because when I'm up a full size 600 shares, my stop goes back up to VWAP. And at that point, my stop is going to be probably the same, $180 to $130 area. In this case, I'm risking $80. There, I might have been risking 130, 120, but I would have had 600 shares. And now my profit target, the trade is triggered, the trade is bullish, more chances for the trade to work out, and my profit target are going to give me easily, $400 to $600, maybe a little bit more in profit. So the risk reward is there, and I'm only risking just a few bucks more than I was with my initial starter entry. Okay, so it clearly, the risk management is there. Now, that's the first step in my risk management on this trade. The second step is, as this thing continues to work itself out here, I'm looking at this 90 EMA getting up closer. So this 90 EMA is lining up now with the low of day. That's fine. But as the 90 EMA starts to get up higher, right around there, now my risk is no longer the low of day. My risk is the 90 EMA. If we crack underneath that 90 EMA, I fully expect the stock to more than likely, not 100% because nothing is 100% in this, more than likely make a new low. Therefore, I will stop out if we break underneath the 90 EMA because the 90 EMA is my level of support. Now, I'm liking that we're making higher lows, and I'm also liking that every time we get up close to VWAP, we get an increase in volume. Every time we start to bounce, we get an increase in volume. There we go, increasing in volume. I cancel my hard stop because I'm thinking we're going to squeeze and I'm looking to add and start to get ready to put out, orders on the ask to take profit as we squeeze. But we don't, I put my hard stop back out. So this is pretty stress-free because I know where my risk is. It's extremely well defined and I have a hard stop out. So I don't even have my hand on the mouse. I put my hard stop and I just kick back and I let this chart work itself out. Okay, I'm not going to take profit too early. I'm not going to stop out too early either. I'm going to let the chart develop. Now, we continue to go sideways here underneath VWAP. when we get this action here, I knew more than likely I was going to get stopped out, but I let it do its thing. You know, I let it do its thing. Volume is still really light. But what happens is it dips really quickly. Right about now. There it comes. And my hard stop does its job. And I get stopped out right there, 817. Here are the orders. In at 847.9. Put my hard stop, exited at 817, which was what my hard stop was at the time of the video, because the 90 MA creeped up. Initially, my hard stop was around 808, 807. But in this case, my hard stop was 817 because the VWAP went up. And I'm sorry, the 90 MA went up. And what happened after it cracked? Look, it faded all the way down here to a low of day of 732. I'm not going to hold from 848 all the way down to 732. That's more than $1 a share on 200 shares. And there's nothing there. Like, why am I holding? Where's my stop? Am I just going to hold this bag? And am I going to let this thing go all the way down to $6? Sure, now it's at 840, but you never know when it's going to do that. Like, you just don't know. So you have to have a plan. Now we're trying to break VWAP. So I'm definitely going to watch it here. Although we're creeping up to lunchtime. But I will continue to watch this, and I will continue to watch other trades. I was also watching Tesla. However, Tesla, I didn't get to take the trade because I was in NVAX. I wanted to buy some calls in this VWAP bounce. Would have worked out well because the calls were going off about $12 here and just busted off to 14. So it would have been nice, but I missed it. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I have a lot more videos coming up on long-term investing. I already shot it. Just got to edit it. And it will be out here soon. I promise. So hit the notification bell so you're alerted. In the meanwhile, I hope you enjoy the recap. And I'll catch you on the next one.